Hey, this is David Seay of Seay Development Real Estate and Business Brokerage. Wanted to give you a 2015 wrap-up and some 2016 recommendations for all of my clients and all of those people looking for market information in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm in the real estate brokerage business and business brokerage business, serving commercial sellers, residential sellers, and business sellers. I'd like to thank Bud Wright of Integra Realty Resources, who's provided me his reports and allowed me the permission to use them, as I think they're very concise and very visually pleasing to help you understand where the market is and how you can leverage that for your success in 2016. Let's keep a few things in mind. Cap rates are an indication of first-year performance. So some people get really strung out on those, and that's okay. But also keep in mind this: interest rates, supply, there's many reasons. Make sure you understand what you're doing when you go to buy or sell real estate. It's tremendously important, really just for your objectives. So why do people love Charleston? Obviously, the culture, the environment. So let's talk about lodging and hotels, because people come to Charleston and they just want to experience it. But at the same time, when they come here, they start to scratch their head and understand our industry and understand our opportunities. So many people want to invest in Charleston. Our lodging is up, our occupancy rates are up, all in the hotel sector. It's tough to find a good hotel to buy as an investor because it is so competitive. But when people look to open companies, they need to discover office space. And what we're finding is it's difficult inventory out there right now. And so the development cycle is causing people to construct new offices. And it's interesting because you want to look at the central business district for your indicators. We have 5% to 6% vacancy down there in the central business district, but that can skew the results because we have different types of offices, class A, B, C, and we're seeing an overall market rate between $21 and $22 per square foot triple net, meaning the tenant pays all the operating expenses of that. We have a vacancy rate between 12 and 13% in our office space. So as you can see, it's not just in a recovery, it's starting to push towards an expansion. New offices are under construction now. Retail, it's a great time to be looking, but it's a competitive time to be looking because a lot of national retailers have jumped into the Charleston marketplace. So what we're seeing is really an average across the market of $14 to $15 triple net per square foot, but really that's skewed a bit because I think if you're going to build any numbers, you need to be using somewhere between $18 and $20 a square foot in your rental rate for retail right now. It's in a recovery, but it's competitive. There's some new things coming online. We're seeing vacancy rates downtown at 4 to 5% with rents of $40 triple net and above per square foot, which is really interesting. So rents are up, development opportunities are coming back online for retail. And over in the industrial space, there's just been so many wonderful announcements in Charleston over the last few years with Volvo and Boeing. And what we see now in the warehouse space across the market is 9 to 10% vacancy. We're seeing a $5 to $5.50 per square foot rental rate at a triple net basis, certainly in an expansion mode, and things are growing and developing. It's hard to invest in that space. There's a lot of demand looking between 25,000 and 50,000 square feet. Of course, if you have rail, you have a natural advantage with what's happening with the ports. Our port volume is up. We're a great exporter, and we're going to be harbor deepening, which is going to tremendously change the industrial world in Charleston. When it comes to apartments, it's a great place to invest, but if you're not willing to pay between 4 and a 6% cap rate going in, you're not going to find an apartment building in Charleston to invest in because we have 5% vacancy. We have the College of Charleston, we have MUSC, we have lots of people that want to be in that space, but guess what? The supply, there's a tremendous amount of supply that is coming online. I mean hundreds and hundreds of rooms. So certainly we're in expansion. We could very well be tipping over to a hyper supply, which means that we could have great change in our statistic the next time we report because of this new inventory that's going to come into the pipeline. It'll be very competitive to lease going forward. So if you didn't invest and you don't have something under construction, you may have missed the boat in Charleston. So regarding investments, No political play here, just a visual, of course. Investments, it's very difficult to find great investments in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you do have income producing properties, here are my strategies for you. You want to improve that property, improve the performance of it. If you're at the age that it makes sense to liquidate, I encourage you to sell now, because the inventory is so tight and it is so competitive to find investment properties. Now is your time to go to market, and I can help you do that. The 1031 exchanges, they make it very difficult to find replacement products. There's rumors that the 1031 could go away. My name is David Seay. I love this business. I'm a dedicated professional. I'm an expert at selling commercial and residential properties on a CCIM. I've spent hundreds of hours developing myself, just as I've developed this video for my clients. Give me a call, learn more about my Hustle Forever marketing platform by watching the video after this or clicking here.